Saw one. I'll tell you about.
By the way, what the heck's going on with GM? Are we just not looking for a GM?
They're taking their time.
7 years for Ayton in the league. He's the lowest he's ever averaged rebound is 10.2. No, 10. 2 years ago in Phoenix. So he's got a 10.5 career average. He's averaged double figures in every year in rebounding.
Sorry, we still
and he's averaging
Ayton?
16 points. Well, I'm just telling you, you're bringing in a guy that's averaging 16 and 10 for a career, who's 8th year in the league, so he's fairly young, and he plays better defense.
If you could bring him in with KD, okay, I guess. But if you're dealing Ayton just for, again, whatever. What's the rumor you've heard about the Nuggets?
I can't remember. Is it Murphy or Murray? Is it Murphy?
Trey Murphy.
Trey Murphy in New Orleans.
For?
It was like.
I mean, we talked about this last week.
It was like Peyton Watson, Zeke Naji, and Michael Porter Jr.
Okay. Why does that make sense for New Orleans?
Because there's less years on the contract for Porter than Murphy.
Okay.
So they'll be able to get out of it in 2 years as opposed to 4.
Would you do that deal?
And then a swap of first-round picks or whatever.
Okay.
I'd have to look at it.
Who is it?
Dan, what was the you gave me a trade before the show. I'm drawing a blank on it. That I was asking how the heck were they going to pull that off?
Let me think.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you this.
He's starting to smoke.
I'll tell you this. Trey Murphy he's lit it up against the Nuggets. So there may be some like Trey Murphy bias going on now with me. But yes, I would do that deal if I could get that done.
Dan was saying the Jrue Holiday is available for a first round.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw the Celtics are trying to ship him. Of course, we don't have
Nuggets don't have a first rounder.
Not
you got
year.
one next year, I guess. I doubt that they would take a first rounder next year, but is there something else you can put together? Because on the surface, that sounds like a player that'd be pretty cool with the Nuggets.
Jrue Holiday. Scott, would you be interested in Jrue Holiday? We had his brother. He was pretty good. We had him on the show, too.
Well, he's getting older. He would come as just your complete backup point guard. I don't know if I'd give a first-round draft pick. You don't have many in the future anyway. I don't know if I'd give a first-round draft pick for him.
Yeah, the Celtics are shopping him, though, apparently.
They're like so far over the salary cap, it's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, it's over out there in Boston, isn't it?
Maybe.
What's his name's hurt for the entire year towards ACL, right, in the playoff. Or there's Tatum. Tatum's probably out for the year.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
They may be done.
I've heard Derek White's name rooming around too in different places.
Well, he'd welcome home.
And then somebody said, "What's the big kid?"
Porzingis?
No, the big kid in Utah.
Oh, I saw that. I did
Lauri
see
Markkanen.
That.
Markkanen might be available.
That's crazy to me that he might be available. I would love to have Lauri Markkanen here. I think he would be amazing to be here. Is that a trade they're talking about?
Well, I mean, I don't know how else you would get him. I think they signed him a year ago to a free agent, right?
How tall is Markkanen? He's like 6'10", right?
Like 6'11", probably.
I mean, like, sure.
Lauri Markkanen is.
How do we do that?
Lauri Markkanen is the if I'm going to be critical, is the stereotype of European athlete.
You think it's soft?
From 20 years ago, that not real physical, not a good defensive player, but dude, he's 6'11" and built.
They say Wikipedia says 7 feet.
7 foot. That's
a 7-foot shooter.
He can shoot.
So he's Michael Porter Jr. just a pinch taller.
Yeah,
and
probably younger.
28, kind of the same age.
Look what he's done.
Would you rather have Lauri Markkanen or Michael Porter Jr.?
His first couple years in Chicago, he was very bad. But look what he's done the last 4 in Cleveland and
on
Utah.
A terrible Utah team, he was 19-6 and 1.5.
And the year before, he's an all-star there.
Yes. And he's from Finland.
I'm just going to say it. If I could swap out MPJ for even or better, I'm doing it. I've seen enough.
3-point percentage, 37.1. Field goal percentage, 45.5. 450 games, averages 18.2. 7 feet tall. I mean, he's a little bit taller version of Michael Porter Jr. I bet their numbers are actually pretty damn close. I bet Michael Porter Jr. actually has a better 3-point shooting percentage.
Yeah, he only played in 47 games here and
Yeah,
55 the year before.
What was his injury? There's some he was out a lot last year.
Well, the most games he's ever played is 68, and that was his rookie year. His first year in Utah, he played 66.
Michael Porter Jr.'s 3-point percentage is 3 points higher. Field goal percentage is 5 points higher. But points per game, it's a push. It's kind of the same thing. So he's a slightly age-wise, I think Michael Porter Jr. is actually 2 years younger than him. Markkanen's 28, Michael Porter Jr. is 26. It's marginal, Scott. It's marginal with these two.
And so that'd really come down to what do you want to give up, if anything. Would you get a Markkanen and give up Peyton Watson and Christian Brown
for Michael Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. for Markkanen?
No. I'm saying Christian Brown, Peyton Watson, Dario Saric you'd probably throw in there for the money.
Okay.
And a first-round pick in 32.
So you'd have Markkanen and Porter?
Yeah.
How would that work?
Well, Markkanen probably could be your off, could play a little 5 when Joker's off the floor.
Okay.
Okay. I've always thought of Markkanen more as a forward, not a center.
He's a tall dude, though.
I agree, but he is 7 foot. Pick and roll, let him pick and pop.
Markkanen
if we're
and
getting
Michael
another
Porter Jr.?
7-footer, it'd be nice to get a rim protector.
Yeah.
Deandre Ayton's available.
There you go. That's your guy.
I mean, if you think it would, well, yeah, I would. Okay. Yes, I would love to have DeAndre Ayton on this team. That would be incredible. That would be. Would you rather have DeAndre Ayton or Aaron Gordon?
Well, I'm biased, Aaron.
AG's our guy.